Lois Ekia Enam Agbeku is my name.
I'm Amelo Miranda Willingham.
I'm known as Ablesu Angel.
I go by the name Gavua Edna.
Alonyo Jessica Deladem. Together, we are representatives of the Makogi Cyber Club, EPC Mawuko Girls Senior High School, Volta Region, who we are participants in the National Cyber Championship Competition 2024, organized by Cyber Ghana. We have been tasked to give out measures and recommendations on how the Electoral Commission can conduct a fair and free election this year. Sit back and enjoy the presentation. Regarding our project concerning how the Electoral Commission system should carry out voting, counting, and collation, my aim here is to identify, elaborate, and give possible recommendations on how these processes can be carried out before, during, and after the elections responsibly and safely. Now to the subject matter. As a team, we figured out some threat scenario has a high tendency to occur if care is not taken. This threat negatively affects the Electoral Commission's confidentiality, availability, and integrity. Elaborating on these keywords, confidentiality in relation to the Electoral Commission system is ensuring that all information, records, and materials relating to an electorate vote, ballot, and proxy ballot remain in secrecy. Availability is the quality of being able to readily obtain an electorate vote for accurate results. Integrity is the state of being politically neutral, professional, and committed to the democratic values. That is, decisions and actions taken must not benefit any particular party to enhance the credibility of the result. This has been supported by a study conducted by Cornell Law School. Since the nation is aware of the fixed date for voting, it is very essential that the Electoral Commission implements proactive measures to ensure that the system remains available before and during the voting, the counting, and the collation times. These threats include 1. Any political party may bribe the Electoral Commission employees to change the counting of votes or transmission of figures from district to region or national. The asset impacted here is our collated result, and the criteria affected is our integrity. Immediate consequences. We realize that some votes cast may disappear, and overall adverse effect, we will have a declaration of inaccurate results. And the recommendation here is we are supposed to have a background check and activity monitoring. Our second potential danger is malicious software could be injected into the collation machine. The asset impacted here is the computer or the machine used for the collation. Our criteria affected is integrity and availability. Immediate consequence is that the vote cast may be encrypted or deleted. Overall adverse effect is inaccurate result due to some votes cast being unavailable. The recommendation is that as the EC system, we are supposed to build strong firewalls filtering. Our third potential danger is that attackers can flood the EC votes cast and result transmission system with bogus traffic. Our asset affected is the machines used for the transmission, and our criteria affected is the availability. Our immediate consequence is that it slows down collation and the transmission process. Overall adverse consequences is that there will be delayed result declaration. And our recommendation is that we should implement packet filtering and distribution software. The fourth potential danger is there could be power outage. The assets affected is our fax machine and collation machines. The criteria affected is availability. The immediate consequence is that it slows down collation and transmission of vote cast. The overall adverse effect is that it also delays in the result of declaration. Our recommendation is that we should distribute UPS and standby generators at all EC offices and posts. Our fifth potential danger is that some devices might get missing or stolen. Our assets impacted is our DVRs, storage devices such as hard disks, floppy disks, etc. And our criteria impacted is availability and confidentiality. Our immediate consequence is that there will be loss of votes cast, and overall adverse consequence is that there will be unavailability of results. Our recommendation is that we should lock devices in secure rooms when not in use and strict access control protocols. Security measures before 2024 election. This is the period where the EC must fully prepare to counteract possible dangers before the citizens of the country begin the election process. And these dangers includes: 1. There could be exploitable vulnerabilities in the machines. The recommendation to this problem is we should perform penetration tests on all collation and transmission machines. The end result is that it will help to recover or discover all patch and all vulnerabilities before election. Our second problem is that the machines and the software could be outdated. So our recommendation is that we are supposed to update the machines regularly. We should run an anti-malware software in all machines. And the end result is that it will help us keep the collation and the fax machine current by fixing exploitable weaknesses in them. Our third potential problem is that the employees and officials might be ignorant of potential security. We should organize security measures and awareness, give training to all employees, teaching them how to counteract with this kind of problem. It will result that the employees will know about threats and how to deal with them. Our fourth problem statement is that there will be loss of vote records due to disaster. Our recommendation is that we should include backup system to our records. And our end result is that it enables the EC to retrieve any data that would be lost. Our fifth problem statement is that lack of encryption of sensitive data. So our recommendation is that we should encourage the end-to-end encryption for voters' data and vote cast. The outcome of this is that it helps to protect a voter's sensitive information from unauthorized access. We are moving on to the security measures during the 2024 election. This is the period where the election has begun, yet EC is to take full measures to ensure that the election is not interrupted until it is officially declared over. Some potential dangers that may arise include: 1. Malicious people may commit fraud. Our recommendation is that the Security Operating Center, SOC, should be active and monitoring every activity going on during election and making records. The outcome of this is that it makes the system resilient against evolving threats. Our second problem is that there might be occurrence of security breaches and cyber attacks. Our recommendation is that the incident response team should be present and well equipped with tools such as the SIEM. And now outcome will be that it helps us to easily analyze and respond to threats before they cause any harm. Our last problem is the untimely power outages. We are suggesting that UPS or power generators must be activated and running through blackout. Our outcome is that it helps to keep the machine running to facilitate the transmission and collation processes, even in unfortunate incidents of power outage. Security measures after the 2024 election. This is the period where the elections in the country has been declared officially over. Yet still, EC must still take measures in order to make this a success. Our first problem statement is that there is ineffective post-election audits. Our recommendation is that all logs that were created during the election should be reviewed, and they should also employ network analysts and engineers to examine their network structure for the next election era. And the outcome is that it empowers the team to rectify them well before the next election. 2. This proactive approach will enable the identification of network structure, weaknesses, and their root causes. Our last problem statement for measures after the 2024 election is that there is poor transparency and accountability. And we are suggesting that we discuss analysis made from the logs concerning their database, their biometric systems, and their networks, so that in the next elections to come, it will help them to formulate actionable strategies to fortify the electoral machines before the next elections to uphold the public confidence in the electoral machine. Conclusion: as a team, we have observed and have successfully brought out precaution that, when heeded to, will gradually change the current situation our electoral commission is facing and print a positive impact on our democracy, inspiring our upcoming electorate to see the essence in performing a responsibility to themselves and to the nation. End of presentation. Thank you.